Hi, Wade.
Hi,
How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. I just want to take this time and welcome you to your first session.
Sure.
I want to remind you that you signed informed consent
Right.
to have this interview with me, so I do appreciate that. Do you understand what was written in that consent?
Yes, I do.
Do you have any questions about it?
No.
Okay. I'll also remind you a little something about confidentiality, which is really important. What we're doing here tonight is confidential, and the only way confidentiality could actually be breached is if you were to tell me that you were at risk of harming yourself or somebody else. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. In which case, I would have to bring somebody in and ask for additional help.
Right, I understand.
Okay. All right, Wade. So here we go. How old are you?
I am 29.
Okay. And your gender?
I'm a male.
What's your marital status?
I'm single right now.
Sexual orientation?
I identify as gay.
What would you say your income base is? I see here that you put disability down on this form.
Yeah. My income base is about $1,500 a month.
Okay.
I lost my job and I was going through some emotional, turmoil due to a recent loss.
Okay. Who do you live with?
Right now I live with family.
And what are your academic accomplishments?
I've completed some college.
Okay. What did you study?
My major is communications.
Communications.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
Thank you.
Is that something you'd like to do as a career later on?
Yeah. Yes, it is something that I want to pursue.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about your cultural background?
Well, I am white and lived in Southern California for most of my life. I'm sort of a beach guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the beach too.
Love it.
It's nice. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, but I'm willing to answer any questions.
Okay. So, can you share with me, like in your words, what's your current problem? What's bringing you into therapy?
Well, I told you about that recent death. It threw me into a depression, and I turned to alcohol. See, I haven't had a drink in 7 years, and now I can't seem to stop.
Wow. So what I'm hearing is that you had obtained like 7 years of sobriety,
Yeah.
and you had to go through a real traumatic event. That traumatic event probably caused you to start drinking again, right?
Yeah, yes, it did.
Okay. How long have you been drinking?
About a month.
Okay. And how often are you drinking?
Daily. I wake up to a beer.
How much do you think you're drinking?
I start with a 6-pack about every other day, and now I'm drinking about 18 cans a day. I did quit about 10 days ago after spending 5 days in a detox outside of Malibu.
Okay. How are you feeling right now?
Feeling good.
Yeah?
Feeling good.
Yeah? Do you have any cravings?
Yes, it comes and goes.
Yeah? What are you doing to help the cravings?
I'm just trying to get through it, trying to reach out.
Okay.
Trying to reach out.
Which is probably why you came to the office then, huh?
Part of it, yeah.
Okay. Can you tell me a little more about like your history with drinking?
I started drinking at about 12, and it started with my parents' liquor cabinet. The truth of it is, Mom's friends would buy me alcohol without her knowing. It really progressed from there. I started ditching school and hanging out with the wrong crowd. I just wanted to fit in. See, I started questioning my sexuality around the age of 13, and I always felt different. alcohol and this crowd seemed to work, and it made me feel a part of. You know, I had a lot of shame growing up because I knew that how I felt about boys was wrong. You know, at least that's what my minister would tell me. I don't know if I fully accept myself today, but that's something I'm working on.
Okay.
And yeah.
Okay. You know, I'm sorry you had to go through that. What was it like for you coming out then? I mean, given what you just described, it sounds like you kind of went through a hard period in your life. Perhaps one of the most difficult periods.
Yeah, definitely. You know, coming out was difficult. My parents had so much drama all the time that I felt that there wasn't room to talk about me. And I couldn't take on the fear and the shame of being rejected. So I kept it quiet. I eventually came out because I was caught kissing a boy at my high school. And the news got out, and my parents found out. You know, they never even blinked. I was carrying that shame and developed a drinking problem because I thought my family would reject me. And that's what other families did. Not my family. They were happy that I finally told them. And on one drunken night, Dad said, "I've known it since you were 5 and playing with Barbies."
Wow.
So, pretty self-evident.
How did you feel when Dad said that?
Relieved. Relieved.
I'll bet.
Relieved and accepted.
Do you think that shame ever went away?
No. The shame stays with me.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of internalized homophobia?
I have.
Yeah. What do you know about that?
From what I know, internalized homophobia is, I guess, someone's feelings about themselves and their own sexuality. It becomes a self-loathing. It becomes a self-loathing thing, and it, you know, goes from there. You know, and that comes out into disdain or distaste for anything perceivably gay.
Do you identify with that?
Sometimes.
Sounds like you've done some work around this area.
I've had to work through it.
So, how would you like to seek services at this time?
Seek services at this time?
Yeah. What was the thing that sort of brought you into the office? Did you really want to stop drinking?
Yes, I did. I'd really like to stop hurting myself with alcohol and shame, depression. I'd really like to find a way out of that.
Have you had any legal trouble recently because of your drinking?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Do you drive when you drink?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, I know it's wrong, but when I drink, I think I can do anything. And I think I've got it under control. You know, so getting behind the wheel, I think I can handle it.
Yeah. It must be sounds like that's a feeling of my problem isn't that big and I can take care of this on my own.
Correct.
You know, that sense of control when your life's at a loss.
Exactly.
Sometimes getting behind the wheel might feel like the only thing you can do to stay in control.
Yeah, it keeps me feeling like I'm in control, and that my issue with drinking isn't as bad as anybody else's.
Thank you for telling me that. Have you ever harmed yourself or someone else?
Well, when I was 15, I tried taking my life. I was sent to an institution for a while. Happy to report, though, I have never felt that way again.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to live. And no, I cry when I accidentally hurt a fly. So there's that.
There's that. So tell me more about your family history.
Well, I am a child of an alcoholic family. I've been shuffled around from one home to another for most of my life. My mom, however, is a proud, sober woman, and she actually inspires me to do better.
Mm-hmm.
My pops, on the other hand, he never quite got it together. In fact, I think he's in the Mexican prison right now. To tell you the truth, I haven't seen or heard from Pops in over 5 years.
Mm-hmm. Wow. It's been a while since you've seen Dad, huh?
Yeah, it's been a while. You know, hopefully I'd like to rebuild that relationship in time if it ever comes.
What would you say your strengths are?
Well, I'm an excellent chef, and I'm computer savvy.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That sound more like abilities, though. What would your strengths be?
Well, I'm kind,
Mm-hmm.
and I enjoy helping others.
Mm-hmm.
I do belong to a 12-step fellowship, and I really need to reconnect with them.
What motivates you, Wade, despite your problems?
Well, there's a part of me that's childlike. For instance, I love everything Disney. I started drawing Disney characters at a young age, and I even took special art classes.
Mm-hmm.
That time in my life was special because Pops and Mom would celebrate my art. They'd frame it, and they'd even sell some of it to the neighbors. But the funny thing, I never saw any of that money, and we used to move a lot because Pops would say that the landlord is a ruthless dick.
Mm.
I figured out later that they had serious money problems.
Oh. Sounds like a very special time in your life, though. Drawing.
It is. It's a sweet, sentimental memory of that time in my life, a more innocent time.
So what would you like to get out of therapy? What's your goal here?
Well, my goal, I need to find some healthy coping skills and work through my grief.
Mm-hmm.
I also go through periods when I'm so depressed that I can't even leave the house, and I feel like I might need meds.
Mm-hmm.
I'd also like to find Pops one day and show him that I can make it on my own. And I know that therapy can't give me that, but maybe I can build up the strength to reunite with him, like I said, and make an amends.
What would your life look like if you didn't have these problems?
It'd be peaceful and serene. But it's funny, I seem to levitate towards drama. It's my comfort zone. And that must be from growing up, yet I'm tired, and a more peaceful existence sounds breathtaking.
It really does. Thank you for helping me with this assignment. Do you have any questions?
I do. Do you have any recommendation for a grief group? Since I'm stepping out into this new realm of life, I know that I need the support. My family doesn't talk about grief. If someone dies, it's swept under the rug and never mentioned beyond the funeral.
Well, absolutely. A grief group would be supportive and helpful. You're taking some really positive steps towards your goals. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you. Thank you.